telling, the day, third week is going to be very, very important, very, very crazy. If you see our events from third week, that is ReFramework Part 1, ReFramework Part 2, and deployment of process project orchestrator, and a complete real-time use case project explanation. And again, day 17, again, so how a fresher can be a RPA developer, how a IT folk transform himself from the normal domain to the RPA developer. So don't miss to join all these events. Don't ever miss. And please do RSVP for tomorrow. You have on your chat box. So yeah, I have. If you can see, I have around 460. I will take some time and I will refresh. We'll see how many participants are being joined RSVP here. And then if you see my other screen, so we have already, as I said, we will upload in other videos as well. So we have uploaded day 7, day 8, day 9 as well, and the remaining 3 videos also I will upload by today. So all the videos as of now, like from day 1 to day 9, all the videos are available on this channel, Nikhilesh Sathyavarapu. Please do check out. So if somebody is missing the session, you can check out the videos are available. And you have the playlist Developer Workshop 2022. So please do check out, and all the videos are available. Please do support us. And next, then I have one more screen, last screen. Many of you know, the channel called Automate with UiPath Vajrang Talks. So please do check out the YouTube channel of Vajrang. So he having amazing content on RPA. So from last 4 years, there are amazing videos on different topics. So I will share you the link. Please do check out the amazing videos available. So every day, every week, he used to post some amazing content. So please do check out. It is Automate with UiPath. I will share you the link here. So please do support. Please do support the speaker by subscribing the channel and following him on LinkedIn. So right after this session, if you like, so please share your comments on LinkedIn, or please share, if you are not using the LinkedIn, please share the comments on via his personal LinkedIn message. So please support the speaker. Yeah. So I'm sharing the 2 links with you. So check out the Vajrang channel. So which is very, very important. So he has amazing content and different topics. So please do check out, and please do follow him on LinkedIn. So it is already available on chat. Okay. So I have given you the Vajrang YouTube channel, and next I have given you the Vajrang Billlakurthi LinkedIn link as well. Please do check out there. So I think we are good, and we can start. I will definitely hand over my things to today's speaker. Okay. So wait 1 second. Yes. Okay. So Vajrang, you can take care. You can handle from here. And do you want to start the recording from now only, or how you want to do?
Well, I can start it from now. Let me just share my screen.
For that, can you share on first slide, or are you going to slide?
Yeah, I'm sharing my first slide.
Okay, we'll take some picture.
Let me know if you are able to see.
Yeah. Can you go on full mode?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. 1 second. Yes, I am starting the recording. Okay, you can go ahead.
Recording in progress.
Yes, you can go ahead. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Nikhil, and welcome everyone. Hope I am audible and clear. So there will be a quick intro session. I thought I would be giving a quick intro session, but Nikhilesh have already covered most of the things. So in the interest of time, I am Vajrang, and about me, I am having around 9 years of experience in IT industry, and okay, sorry. I think this is something that I need to change. I'm not an official chapter lead, but yeah. So about me, I have my YouTube channel as well as where I add my content as well as I add all the details in my LinkedIn posts as well. So first thing, I don't tag people in my post because I don't want to bug them. But if you want to get details from me, then go ahead and subscribe and then enable the notification. That's how you can get the latest and absolutely great content from me. So this particular agenda will be very useful if you can go ahead and check with the different projects. So before that, since I'm telling multiple times that this will be somewhat interactive session, so what I would do or what I want is I just want to have people or I just want to see the participants who are already winners of previous sessions, like we conduct some events like quiz sessions, right? So in that sessions, who will be the speaker? Sorry, who are the members who won? So do we have such members here? So if so, please unmute and I'll try to make you unmute. But please raise the hand if you are already a winner of previous sessions. Just try to raise the hand, please. I have Soumya, Angamuthu. Anyone else who Harsh Jain, okay, thank you. And Sanket Kulkarni, superb. Deepak, okay, okay, okay. I need one more person if possible. If you don't, okay, let's stop. Guys, please wait so that we can just quickly take your names and then we can continue. Hope you can see my screen. Let me just open this again. Okay, I have it here. So let me just add your names and then we'll continue. So we have Soumya. So Harsh, Sanket, Deepak, Akshay, AD, Adnan, okay, Rohita. So, okay. Co-host, can you please unmute these 6 members only? Don't unmute everyone.
Sure. I am doing that. So Deepak, Akshay, Adnan, Rohita is not, I guess. So, but still okay. I will do it.
Akshay, and more. So along with that, we have our members, Patrulu. Okay. And I'm not sure if Sai Kiran and Vijay will continue. So let's have with these people only for now.
So Soumya, you have the access. I mean, you can check whether you can unmute.
Please unmute. Soumya, Sanket, Deepak, Adnan.
Harsh Jain, Harsh Jain is a winner. Harsh Jain, you are also unmute already. Yeah. So Sanket Kulkar, Vajrang will tell what to do. Just in between, you can try and
No, you can keep it in unmute stage. Just make sure that there is no noise. That's it. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So do we have everyone in unmute stage?
Yes, everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, please unmute yourself and please talk.
The whoever saying the names, please, if you are feeling any issue, message in the chat. Okay. Exactly. Other participants, don't jumble the message box for some time. Okay. So I have given the option for message box to the names on the screen. So if anybody having any issue, guys, please send the message in that. I will again unmute you. Okay. Not able to unmute Harsh Jain. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, I give brother. I give right now. Check now. Participants, everybody can unmute now. I have given.
Okay. So Patru, so let's have a quick conversation between you and me.
Yeah, Vajrang.
Yes. So one thing that I want all others to understand is why exactly do we need ReFramework? But before doing that, I just want me and you to have a quick conversation on how to do a calculator, or if there is an Excel, and if I want to write a program, like first I will tell what is the first step, and you can tell me the next step. So what I will do is I will read the Excel first, and what can be the next step.
So, Vajrang, I think initially, right, I think I missed a couple of things. So, hello?
Yeah. So first thing is we will try to add items, or let's have an input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have this input with me. So what we will do, we will have it as an input in an Excel or somewhere. So the output or end result should be this. Input should be added up with 2. The requirement is add the number, add the input with 2. Input with 2. Okay, and give me the output. Okay. So my first step is to read the Excel or read the input file. Is it right?
Yes.
Okay. So what can be the next step?
Next step is like looping through.
Okay. First thing, can you see the screen, everyone?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Can you see the diagrams that we are doing?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Please go ahead. So what can be the next step?
Next step is looping through each element, each number.
Okay. Then, so the next step would be, after looping in one item, after looping in all the items, I think we can add a for loop, right?
Yes.
Loop all items. So that's a for loop. Okay. So the next step would be to take one item off at a time.
Yes.
Okay. What can be the next
step? Is like we will be doing the calculation. We will be going for adding of the
addition of items, right? Addition of the items. Okay. So what we will do is, okay, this is the process or step-by-step process. Now let's do the same work in a sequential manner, but there are some rules and responsibilities for this particular game. First thing is the rules will be mentioned in here. First thing is you need to pick only one item at a time. At a time. The next thing would be if the number is divisible by 2, then don't process that item. Okay, and if the number is divisible by 5, so first it should C for 2, then it should C for 5. If the number is divisible by 5, then write a business, send an email. Okay, and after all the items we need to close. So these are the steps that I have. Okay, so what you can do is you can be one of the member, or you can be I'll be dividing these blocks into, or I will be dividing this code into different blocks, and you can be a person, or you can be one of the participants. Along with you, we will have Soumya, Harsh, Sanket, Deepak, Rohita, and along with Patulu, who will be playing this game. The first thing that we will do is we will first need to read the items, or we will first need to check with the items. So here is the detail. So my requirement is read all or start process here. Okay. Next one is I will get one item here. Okay. And the next step is do calculation over here. Do calculation. Okay. And after completing all the calculations, then I will stop the process in here. Okay. But here, then how are you playing the game? Now, Soumya will be the person, or Soumya will go into starting the process, and Harsh and Sanket will go into getting one item at a time. Okay, the next step would be Deepak, Akshay, and Adnan, Rohita will be into process state, or where you can do the calculations. Okay, and in the end process or when stopping the process, we have Pathrudu. So I hope we have all the requirements taken, or everyone are assigned into their roles. Is it clear for everyone? So you can just go ahead and hit on that button. So Soumya, can you please talk now?
Yes, Vajrang.
Okay. So Soumya, did you understand the game?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So the game is simple. You just need to, so I'll be the person who will be starting with the project. So my name goes here. Okay. So this is a simple game. No need to check on any ReFramework or anything. Let's play the game as is. Then we will check with the other details. Okay.
Okay.
So guys, even if you don't understand in the beginning, let's stay tuned so that you will get more details after. So Soumya, you can start with the process. So what will you do, Soumya? What is your step? So out of all these steps, what will you do?
Okay, I'll read the Excel file and I'll open the Excel file and I'll read the data.
Okay.
And I'll be giving the data one by one to the get process.
Okay. So what we can do is, see, your task or your role is only to start the process and to get the data. Is it right?
Yeah.
So other than that, you don't do any other work.
Okay.
So what is the first activity that you need to do?
Open the Excel application and read the data.
Open Excel application and read the data. Now you need to give or transfer the activity to Harsh or Sanket. Okay. So whom will you transfer the activity to?
To Harsh.
Okay. So can we go?
Vajrang, just 1 second. Guys, actually the other participants see the session is going in an interactive way. If you talk, because I gave the option to talk or unmute. So please, other participant, please stay away for some time. This is not for only that 5 members. This is all the other 400 members. So, but he took only 5 members to explain the framework in different way. You just stay for 10 to 15 minutes. Everybody will be lined up. So please stay mute. Only that 5 participants will be in unmute. It's a request. If not, again, it will be messy to the 5 participants. Okay.
Okay.
So mute and concentrate on Vajrang session. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll continue. So Soumya, whom are you going to give the activity to?
Yeah, I'm giving the data to Harsh.
Okay. So Harsh, can you please talk?
Yeah, Vajrang.
Okay. So Harsh, your task is to take only one item. Okay. So, and the inputs are here. Okay. And the inputs comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So which one will you pick?
1.
Okay. Why it's not 2, 3, 4, or 5?
So like starting from first, like we are looping through the data, whatever Soumya provide to me.
Mm-hmm.
So like we are reading from the index 1.
Okay. So other than that, can you just say that I will pick the first item? Whenever there is a input for you, you will pick only the first item that can come in.
Yeah.
Can you tell that?
Yeah, so like whatever the data Soumya gives, so I pick that first item.
Yeah, you'll pick the topmost item. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so then you need to give it to someone from the process. Okay, so whom will you give it to?
Akshay.
So whom will you give it to? Akshay.
Akshay.
Akshay, can you please unmute and talk? Akshay? Okay, if not Akshay, Deepak, Adnan and Rohita. Anyone?
Hi, Adnan here.
Adnan, yeah, please continue. Please continue the task. So your task is to do calculation. So which is the item? What is the item that you got?
The item which is given by the Harsh to me, I will apply the logic over here.
Okay.
I will take up the that decision box over here.
Okay, so rather than going with the decision box, let's go with the process. Just tell me what you will do. So you have 1 as an input, then what will be your output?
I will apply the logic over here.
Okay, so the output should be, the rule should be, number should be, number must be added with 2. Okay, so that is the last step. So what is the first thing that you will do? Adnan?
Yeah.
So what is the next step that you can do? So guys, there will be only 10 minutes of interaction session. So please, or after that, it will be completely muted. So please make it fast.
Yeah, I'll apply the logic and then save the data. And
so what is the first logic that you will apply?
If condition.
Yeah, so if the first number is, if the number is divisible by 2, then don't process that item. So 1, is it divisible by 2 or not?
1 is not divisible.
Okay, so can you go with the next item? If the number is divisible by 5, send out an email. So is this number divisible by 5?
No.
Okay, so what should be the next item that should be done? What should be the next thing that should be done?
2 will be come up.
Sorry?
Second will be come up and check the second number.
Okay, no, but you need to add 2 to it, right?
Yes.
So what will be the output for this one? 1 plus 2 is
3.
Exactly. 3 will be output. So what you need to do is you need to go and give it back to the people in get transaction item or get one item here. So whom will you give it to?
Sanket.
Okay, Sanket, can you please unmute and talk?
Yes, Vajrang. Yes, I will go with the next number. Like 1 is done, I will go with the next. Like as I'm using for loop, then once it is 1 is done, so I will go with the second number. Then second.
Okay, what if you are not using a for loop then, or if you are using orchestrator queues, or if you are getting from a different source, then what will you do?
I will already added that numbers in queue, like 1 by 1. The queue is completed, then the second will.
So rather than telling that, you will ask, or you will get the first item, or you will get the next item. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the next item?
2. It is 2.
Okay. Now, whom will you give it to after you get it to?
Rohita.
Rohita, can you unmute and talk?
Yes, Vajrang.
Yes. So Rohita, what will be your steps?
Yes. I'll pick 2 and then I'll divide it by 2.
Okay.
It is divisible by 2. Then I'll send Then I'll add 2.
Okay, you will not add 2 because the number is divisible by 2, right?
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So what will you do? So you will not process that item.
I will not process it.
Don't process that.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's the activity that you must do. Okay. So now what is the next step that you need to do?
We'll go to the next, get next item.
Okay. Rohita, why are you getting the next item? It's not your task to get the next item, right?
No, I mean, I'll send the task to that person.
Exactly. So you will give the task, or you will give the next step to get one item. Okay. So
Yes.
whom will you give it to? Is it Harsh or Sanket?
Sanket.
Okay. Sanket, again, the task came to you. So which item you can pick? You can pick any item.
I can go with 5.
Okay. So this is the problem that we are talking about in ReFramework. You cannot pick a random number in the fly. You need to go only with the next item.
Then in that case, it is 3, like if it is a sequential order.
Yes. So, and whom will you give it to?
Deepak, if it is there, otherwise Akshay.
Deepak and Akshay, who is available now?
Yes.
Okay, tell your name and talk, please.
Yeah, I'm Deepak.
Yeah, Deepak, tell me.
So I will add 2. I will add 2 to the item. So
but before before adding 2 to the item, you should check with these 2 conditions as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, since 3 is not divisible by 2, you went to the next step, and it's not divisible by 5, then you went to the next step, and it should be added with 2. So what should be the output of this one?
5.
5. Okay, then what is your next activity?
Then I will go to the get one item here.
You will not go and get one more item.
I will not go here.
Yes.
I will ask the Harsh or Sanket to get one item for me.
So you will assign the activity to Harsh or Sanket, and even you will not instruct Harsh or Sanket to what to do.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So give it to Harsh or Sanket. Whom it will be?
Harsh.
Okay. Let's go with Harsh. Harsh, which
Then
item will you pick?
Yeah. So 4.
Okay. And whom will you give it to?
Which is in the queue. So Akshay.
Okay. You will give it to Akshay. Akshay, can you please unmute and talk?
I'm audible now?
Yes, you are. Tell me.
Okay. So the now number is 4. So I will check whether it is divisible by 2. If it is divisible, then I will not proceed.
Okay. So can we skip this one?
Sure. Yeah.
So tell me one thing. Is that because of your application issue, or is it because someone said you not to do that?
No, it's not an application issue. It's the requirement is there. If it is divisible by 2, then stop the process.
Exactly. So what we are doing here is we are not stopping the bot for that particular item because the application is not working, but we are stopping the item because we are asked to don't work on that particular item. Okay. Now what we will do is so when we are done with this one, what happened is this is completed, the BRE exception is thrown. Now this application is crashed or the robot failed. Okay. Now will the process start from here, or will the process start from get transaction item? Patrudu, can you please tell me? Now what happened was the robot is processing the items, but all of a sudden there is a system crash and we are not able to continue further. Then what should we do?
It should stop the process.
Okay, so it should stop the process, but how can we still continue or go with the next item?
Now we can try to restart the process like from the beginning again.
So you mean to say that we need to restart the bot and the process, only then we can continue. Is it right?
It's not about the restart the bot. We can try to reinitialize the process.
Exactly. So what exactly have happened is Patrudu said that, okay, now you have got some system exception. Let's go with starting the process again. Okay, so this is how there is a system exception part takes place. So if there is any system exception that's occurring in process state, it will go into initialization state or first state. Okay, guys, just confirm, understand it properly. We are just adding up all the items here. So earlier this was starting a process, but now this is initializing the process. Now, whom are we sending the task to? So Akshay is the last person who worked on this one, right? Akshay, whom will you give it to?
We'll give it to Soumya again to start the process.
Now, Soumya, can you please unmute and talk?
Yeah, sure. So I'll reinitialize the application once again, and I'll reload all the data.
So if you reinitialize the application once again, are you adding all the items from the beginning, or are you exempting the items that are already completed?
I will only initialize the data which is not processed.
Okay, so here is the catch. Now, when you are working on reinitializing, you will not read the items again.
Okay.
Okay, in case of system exception, you will not read the data again. You will just reinitialize the application. Okay, so this is what you need to know. In case of system exception, you will just reopen the items, but you will not read the data and you will not reinitialize again. The data is already there in one variable and that's stored over here. Okay, Soumya?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so now will you read the applications, or will you just open the applications, or read the data completely, or will you just reopen the applications?
Yeah, I will just reopen the application.
And whom will you send it to?
I'll send it to Harsh.
Okay, so Harsh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will start again from 4, like it got into the system exception. So we will start from that particular item which got into the exception.
Irrespective of what the status is, you need not consider, or you need not worry about if it is system exception or if it is business rule exception. Your task is to get one item and give it to process. Other than that, don't do anything.
Okay.
Yes. Now tell me.
4.
4 is already done. It's BRE.
Okay. So 5 then.
Okay. And you are giving it to?
Deepak.
Deepak. Okay, Deepak. It's your task.
So I'll check again.
Okay.
So 5 is not divisible by 2.
Okay.
And then 5 is divisible by 5. So I'll send a mail.
So here you are sending out an email. Okay. Now the same thing will continue. So is it a system exception or a business exception or a success item?
It is sending a mail.
Yeah. So we are continuing with the process, right? We are not stopping or viewing the item.
Yes, we are continuing with the process.
So is it success or BRE, business rule exception or system exception?
It is success.
Okay. Then whom will you give it to?
Sanket.
Okay, Sanket.
Yes, I will take after 5. I will go with the 6th one, number 6.
Okay. So why are you remembering that you have already taken 5?
So we are going with the one by one. Like once 5 is completed, then we'll go to 6.
So one thing that you can remember is, irrespective of what's already completed, you will pick up the next item. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are already completed. The next item that you have is 6. Okay. So
Yes.
6 is 6. You are picking up 6. So that's not there in new state. Now, whom will you give it to?
Adnan.
Adnan, can you please unmute?
Yeah.
Okay. Adnan, tell me, what will you do with 6?
I will check it. It is divisible by 2 or not it is divisible.
Okay. So it is divisible by 2. What should you do?
And it is divisible by 2, so we'll add 2. Like we will not process that. I mean,
so we'll not process that. Can you say that it is a BRE?
Yeah.
Business rule exception. Okay. So then whom will you give the next item to?
It is BRE. Then we'll give again to the Hers.
Okay. So you will give it to which person?
Sanket.
Okay, Sanket, the opportunity came to you again. Next one.
Yeah, as 7 is already in queue, I will go with the 7 number.
Okay, 7. So you will pick the next item. Other than that, nothing.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And you will give it to?
Deepak.
Deepak.
So again, I will check if 7 is divisible by 2. It is not. So I will check if 7 is divisible by 5.
Okay. All of a sudden, what happened was system got stuck and there is a system exception now. Now what happens?
If there is system exception, then I will again give it to Soumya.
So what happened with 7?
7 was not able to process.
Not able to process, no output for 7.
Yes.
Okay, there will be no output for 7. That we will check it later. Okay. Then you will give it to whom?
It is a system exception.
Yes.
So I'll give it to Soumya.
Soumya?
Yes, Vajrang.
Yes.
Then I'll reopen the Excel once again.
Okay. And you will give it to?
Yeah, and I'll give it to Sanket.
Sanket, it came to you again?
Yeah, yes, I will go with the last one, 8.
Okay, so 7 is completed and you will go with 8, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go with 8. And you will give it to whom?
Rohita.
Rohita. Yeah, Rohita?
Yes, Vajrang. As it is divisible by 2, then
okay.
I don't process it.
Okay, you will not process it because that's a PRA. Right. So after completing all the items, okay, here from get transaction item, okay. So Rohita, whom will you give it next to?
And as there is no data to process more.
Why are you worrying about no data? That's not your task.
Okay.
Your task is just to process it. You will give it to whom?
Harsh.
Okay, Harsh.
Like there is no data in queue, like new item. So we will stop the process and I will give to the path to do.
Okay, so here you are doing very good. So since there is no new item, you are checking that if there is no new item, but if there is no new item, what you are doing, you are going to path to do. So path to do, here you go. What will you do?
I'll close all the applications and I'll end the process.
Close all applications. Okay, so just reimagine the same thing. Okay, with all the other items as well. Now what we will do, we will restart the bot. There is no input, but we will just restart the bot. I'm asking, or as I am from the orchestrator, I'm starting the bot. Now whom will the status go to? It will go to Soumya. Soumya, what will you do?
Yeah, I'll open the application, but I do not have any data in that.
So irrespective of what data you have, you will read the items. You will read an Excel file. Okay. You don't worry about if the data is available in the Excel file or not. That's not your task.
Okay.
Okay. For this game. Okay. Okay. So what will you do? You will read?
Yeah, I'll read the data.
Okay. And open the applications?
Yeah, I'll open the application and I read the data and I'll give it to Harsh.
Okay. So Harsh, what will you do now?
Like as Soumya provide the inputs for me, I will check like whether any item is there for processing. So like Soumya provide like nothing to process. So I will.
One thing, irrespective of Soumya have provided you the data or not, Soumya's task is only to open the applications and get the data. There can be data from somewhere else.
Yeah.
For example, if there is a bot that's adding the data in queue or giving the data in queue, then Soumya is not responsible for that.
Okay.
Okay. So your task is just to get an item from your input.
Okay.
Okay. Don't worry about Soumya's details.
Okay.
Okay.
So like as I don't have any item to process, so I will go to path to do, like stop the process.
Okay. Path to do?
I'll close all the applications and end the process.
Excellent. So let's go with all the, just a second. So what we will do is we will just go ahead and just close all the applications. Now the process completed. Now what's the next step that we need to do? Okay, it's done. So what I will do is I will restart the process. Okay, the task is completed, but why we didn't go to process state? Guys, why we didn't go with process state? Pathudu, can you please tell?
You're asking me, Vajrang?
Yeah.
So we don't have any data, so we won't be going to the process.
Okay.
Because there is nothing like to do all the calculation, right? We need to have a data, so we don't have.
Okay.
Directly go to the closing of the process applications, and we'll stop the process.
Yeah. Excellent. So let's go ahead and close the process, and let's continue. So there is one more thing. Okay, now the process is done. Let's go ahead and I will restart the process. Soumya, again, the process will come to you. What will you do?
I'll open the application once again and
just a second, Soumya.
Yeah.
There is a system exception from your end.
Then I'll go to end process.
Exactly. So when there is a system exception or when there is a failure in the init state, okay, there can be, it can go only to end process. Okay, guys, can you understand this? Now, in the first step itself, there was an issue. So it will be sent to Pathudu. So Pathudu, what will you do?
Same, I'll close the application. See, irrespective from where I'm getting and who is sending me, I'll close the applications and I'll stop the process.
Yes. Okay. But there is a question like, okay, if you haven't opened any applications, then how are you closing it?
It will try. Yeah.
Okay. So the problem here is Soumya tried to open the applications, but application opening itself is a failure. So what will you do?
So when I'm trying to close, it will throw an error.
Okay.
So I'll catch that and I'll try to kill it. Like, because there might be a chance that application is started, but it was not properly initialized. There might be a chance also.
Exactly. So now this is what will happen. He will check, or Pathudu will check if there is an application open. If it is open, then he will close. Or if the closing of application is failed, then he will kill the process. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's try to understand, or let's try to see what are the things and how things are moving in. Let's quickly check with those details. Let's open the WordPad. I will. So guys, if you want the Word document with notes, just connect with me in LinkedIn and as well as with all the details over here. Okay, people who are in unmute can still stay on unmute, and let's discuss on what exactly have happened till now and how we can move the things next step. Okay, so can we check or can we tell Soumya process as the init process? Okay, we are initializing things over here. Get transaction item and process state and close process. So we will have only 4 steps in ReFramework. Other than these 4 steps, we will not have any other step. But why exactly do we need to go with ReFramework is one of the important questions that normally we'll get to ask or we will check. So why we will go with ReFramework is, see, there are 5 members here. If I ask people to work on a particular process, each and every one will write initialization or they will write the code in their own way. They don't know, or if someone started with a process, if Harsh has started the process, it's his wish on how to initialize the activities and how to close it. I cannot have a control. And if there is a team of 10 members, then we will not be able to control where the code will be available and how the code will be moved from one state to the next state. Okay, so that is the reason we are checking with there is an pre-existing code that we are just utilizing, that all the team members knows what to do with what state. So in the initialization state, we will check or we will open with all the items, and in get transaction state, we will get one item. In process transaction state, we will work on that item. And if we complete that item, then we'll go and get a new item. And if there is a business rule exception, and go and get a new item. If there is system exception, go and initialize the activity again. If there is any error, then end the process. If there is no data, and end the process. These are only the simple steps that are available in our ReFramework code. Is it clear for everyone? If it is clear, then just clap or give it a thumbs up. So that's how we will check. Okay. Now what we will do is we will try to understand how the code is available and how we will work or add the details into the code. So that's how we will check with the details. Okay. So here we go. Now, the steps goes in very easier way, or we will check with the details, basic details here. The details goes in like this. Okay. So whenever we start, who will start with the process, or who will work with the process, or who will initialize the structure? One person from the team will start or initialize the project, and the others will work on that project. So that's how it will go. And here we go with the states. First one, we will have 4 states. There are 4 states in ReFramework. Okay, each will have their own responsibility and their own task to do. First one is init. The second one is get transaction item. Okay, the third one is process. Fourth one is end process. Okay, so these are the 4 steps that we are working on. Now let's go ahead and work on each and every step or each and every activity. But if you have observed, how many times will init come in place? Init will start, or the active state of init will come at 3 stages, or you can say at 2 stages only. First one, when we start the process, when we start for the first time. Okay, the second time is when there is a system exception. Got it? The next thing is when get transaction item will come in picture. Get transaction item will come in picture when there is a successful item, when there is successful initialization. The second one is when there is success from process. Okay, and also when there is BRE from or business rule exception from process. So these are the 3 ways, or you can say 3 routes, how you can go into get transaction item. And to go into process state, there can be only one way. That is from successfully got one item. So this is the only way where you can get into process state. If you see here, there is only one transition from process state. The next one is end process state. To end process state, you can reach in 2 ways. First one is through system exception in init state. The second one is no data from get transaction. Okay, now here I have one more question. Pathudu, can you please unmute again?
Yes.
So is it required that there can be only one process with ReFramework, or can we run multiple bots in ReFramework or multiple processes?
I think we can run multiple processes.
Okay, so there is one more question. What if there is multiple process accessing same queue? There are one queue is accessed by multiple bots. Okay, those are executing at a synchronous way or in parallel. Then how can one item, or how can they fetch the item if it is from orchestrator? Okay, I am one robot and you are one robot. Okay, now we need to fetch items from Deepak. So I will ask Deepak. So Deepak, give me one item, and you will also ask at the same time to Deepak, get me one item. So Deepak, whom will you give it to?
It will be first come, first serve, I guess.
Exactly. So it will be on the first come, first serve basis, or first in, first out. Okay. Whoever requests orchestrator first, that request will be served, and then the output will be given to them. So in the same way, the reason why we checked with this one is, see, ReFramework, it's not about fetching items from orchestrator queue. Okay. Even if there is an input from Excel, so how many ways can we get? Can we use orchestrator or ReFramework? Guys, if you have chat access, you can type in the chat, even in the meeting. So what can be the inputs from ReFramework? If you don't have the access, let Pathulu and me discuss and write. Or people who have access to unmute and talk can talk. Orchestrator, okay. Orchestrator,
queue, data row. I'm just reading out whatever the people are writing.
Okay.
Files.
Okay.
Excel.
We are not getting voice.
Files, Excel, or data row. So one thing is you can take any collection. Any collection to ReFramework, or you can get one item into ReFramework also. That doesn't matter, irrespective of what is the input. ReFramework is a structure how you actually code your solution. It's not about what is the input. Yes, there can be a dictionary, and okay. So any kind of input can be taken up into ReFramework. Okay, and here you go, ORCHE. TRATOR. Okay, so this is what we have. Any kind of input can be taken up into ReFramework. Okay, now when we are taking, this is what we need to know. When we are taking a list of files or an array of file paths, so what can be one item that we will process? Guys, can you hear me or not?
Yeah, we can hear you, Vajrang.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. So if there are array of files, Pathulu, what can be the item that we are processing?
Like each file.
So can we say it as one file path?
Yeah, one file path.
Okay, we will process one file path. So if it is data row, what can be the one item that we are processing?
One row.
Wrong. It should be one item in a column.
Sorry, one item in a column. Sorry.
Okay, so a row is a collection of columns, right?
Yes.
So there should be only one item from a column. So if it is an orchestrator queues, then what should be the item?
Transaction item.
So this should be one transaction item. Okay, so if it is dictionary of keys, then what should be the one item that we'll be processing?
One key value.
One key value pair. So here we have one more option. What if the input is a string? What can be one item that we'll be processing?
Each character?
Each character? Okay, if the string is completely taken, then we can take the complete string as an item. Even that can work. Okay, so irrespective of what can be the input, you need to pick one item that you need to process, and that process that will be done in the process state. Let's assume, or let's understand, or let's see that there is an input, and the input goes in like there are list of items, and the list goes in like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we will initialize the list over here, but we will get only one transaction item over here. So Pathulu, which one will you get?
I'll get one.
Why?
So you're saying like in the data state, right?
Yes. So in get transaction
that is
data,
the first item.
Exactly. So in process state, irrespective of what we do, we will work on that, right?
Yes.
So it will go into here. So from here, this will be still available. From here, this will still be available. And there is still 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So after completion of one item, we'll go and fetch the next item. So will we still have one over here, or will we change this?
We'll change that. We'll take the second item.
Exactly. So we'll check with the second item and we will complete with the next item. Okay. So which one we will get over here?
We'll get the 2 next item. Whatever is given by the
whatever we get. Okay. Fine. In the same way, let's assume that we will complete and we'll work on with 3 and 4. Okay. The main reasons why we are working with ReFramework or why we are checking with this one is, let's assume that there is a system exception. There is already a path on how you need to go in the next step. You need not check or you need not write the code. If there is system exception, what you need to do? You need not worry about it. If you want to check with system exception, you can directly write the code over here. Okay. And if you want to process the item, you can process it. Okay. If you already are in success state, then there is a default transaction that, okay, go to get transaction item. So if this is the code structure, even if there are 200 items or 300 members who are working on this code, these are like the standard practices that are already available, and you can still work on this particular steps. Okay. So this is how you need to work or you need to check in. Okay. So that is the steps. And can I know how much time still left for the meeting to be completed?
I think we have half an hour more, and I think Nikhilesh already messaged there might be a chance like this session will go a bit longer.
No, we'll complete it within the next half an hour. Thank you. Okay. So what we will do is we will check with what are the next tools that we have. Okay. Can everyone please message me how many transitions do we have? And there are 7 transitions that we have. Okay. There are 7 transitions we have. So the transitions are the paths we take to move from one state to a different state. Okay, here we have 4 states and we have 7 transitions. So here are the transitions, and here are the ways how you can go from init to get transaction item is 1. Okay, and from init to end process, and from success or some get transaction item to process, and from process, okay, and from get transaction to end process. Guys, you can also type in your messages. I'm still studying or I'm still reading all the messages. So you can go ahead and type in get transaction process from process, how many steps do we have, how many transactions we have. Just type in over the chat so that I can just write. So we can check with this one. 3. Okay. Get transaction successful. Okay. So from process, you can go to, when there is success, you can go to get item, get transaction. Okay. From process again, if it is BRE, you can go to get transaction again. Okay. From process again, if there is system exception, you will go to init state. Did I miss anything? When there is new item, get to process. When there is no item, we'll go to end process state. And from the init state, when there is system exception, then we'll go to end process. And when there is an item, when there is success initialization, then we will go to get transaction. So even if you are going into initialization states, or even if you are going, even if you're going for any interviews. So these are the normal questions that you normally get. And even if you are going for any, if you have seen advanced RPA certification or developer certification, these are the questions that you normally have when we fail to retrieve data from queue. Okay, So when we fail to retrieve data from queue, then it will be no item to process. Then it will go into end process state. Okay, so that is what Jyoti have mentioned. So that will go into end process state. So those are the rules and responsibilities that we are checking over here. And there are sub rules or sub activities that we are checking. Okay, now you have processed or you have completed one item. Now where you will set it to success or failure, or where you will do that. So that you will do in the process state. So where you set the process transaction, or where will you set the item, that will be there in set transaction, and that's a sequence. Or you can say that this is a set transaction will be available in process state and will be executed at 3 stages. Okay, this will still be executed in 3 stages. In the previous ReFramework, there is only 1 stage in the finally, but now this is available in 3 stages. Okay, if you go into process transaction, okay, there are 3 ways how you can set the transaction status. 1, if there is a success. The second one, if there is a business rule exception. The third one, if there is a system exception. So in 3 places, success, business rule exception, system exception. Or you can say that, okay, if I'm trying to process something and what exactly have happened is I tried to work on this particular process, but there is a success, but there is a exception. So now bot will check if there is a business rule exception or system exception. Whatever it is, bot will still try to set the transaction status. So there are 2 ways how you can go, 3 ways how you can go to set transaction status. So the 3 ways are when it is successful, or when it is business rule exception, or when it is failure. See, these 3 are available in try catch. So that's what you need to check with the difference. So when the try catch, in the try catch block, this is available in try block. Try block, we will have success. And in catch block, we'll have 2 items, business rule exception and system exception. And how to set for business rule exception, we need to set some on a different level. And for system exception, we will set it on a different level. So that's how the code is segregated. Okay, the question goes in here. Now, if I have some exception, and that's a business rule exception, where should I add the code? Is it in try catch block or in the catch block? Just chat or type in catch. Okay, add, catch. Okay, try. Okay, so even try and catch both are wrong. So if you are setting, or if you are trying to set a transaction status, or if you want to do something with the business rule exception or set the transaction status, so you need to add the details in here. So if you want, if there is no pre-activity, okay, like, okay, if for this business rule exception, I don't need to do anything else other than setting transaction status, then you need to go and set the details in this flow. Business rule exception, I opened set transaction status workflow, and this is where you need to add the details. Okay, and system exception, this is where you need to write the code for setting the system exception. And this is where you need to write the code for successfully executing the items. Okay, it's, again, there can be different ways how you can check. Maybe you can also tell that, okay, since this is only to set the transaction, I can also tell that I can add the code in catch block in BRE. Even this is correct. So this is correct. So when there is system business rule exception, you can also add it in one more step called in set transaction status. If you want to write any code, for example, if there is a business rule exception, I need to send an email. I can send an email code, or I can write the email code either in here, that is in catch block of business rule exception. This is one place. And the second place is setting transaction status. The best thing is to write it over here in the catch block. Okay, so that is how you will check, or else you can just ignore and tell that, okay, I will write my all the code in here, setting the business rule exception. This is where I will write the code, or else I can just add a log message. I will show it here, log message, and in this log message here you go. So here we have the details, setting transaction status, email to PRA. Okay, so this is where I will write the code and I will continue. Okay, if there is system exception, again, I can go into the catch block and I can write. Here we can write activities. Okay, and I will add code for system exception. Where is system exception? Okay, here you go, cancel. Let's go to the top, business rule exception, process transaction state. Okay, exception. Here you have system exception. So activities, here you will add the code for system exception. Okay, if you just want to log a message stating that, okay, system exception occurred, you can write the code for it, but the initialization will still happen in init all applications or init state. Okay, so this is how we will check or we will know. Okay, I hope this is clear. I will take 5 more minutes and I will try to explain one important topic or two important things. That is, first thing, the folder structure. Okay, so I can open the folder structure and I can show it to you. Till now, I haven't gone into the code. So just wait till we go into the code. So all the folder structure comes in here. So let's have the folder structure on the left and the documentation on the right. Let's see with the folder structure over here. Okay, folder structure. Okay, in the folder structure, leave about all the dot folders. You need not check about them. Check with only these folders: data, documentation, okay, exception screenshots, framework, and tests. And there is one important thing called main file. Okay, so project starts from main, but so since we are checking on the folder structure, let's go ahead and add this one. And here, so in data, we will have 3 more folders, that is input, output, okay, and then temp. So if your project contains some input files, those should go into input folder. Files for project. Okay, and if it is generating some outputs, output goes, all outputs goes here. And if there is some temporary folder that you require, that you need, that just for processing purpose, then you can go with this. Lavanya says, explain with the logs. Logs are different concept that we cannot cover in this. Let's continue with this. So documentation. So here we will have ReFramework documentation. So if you want to check how exactly and what exactly ReFramework is, so in every project, ReFramework documentation is available. You can just open and check that. All details on ReFramework. Okay, and in exceptions screenshots, so this here, all the exceptions screenshots will be available here. And in framework folder, we will have all the pre-built code or pre-built code files. So that's what you need to understand. Closing all applications. Okay, close all applications and get transaction. I will not write complete items, init all application and init all settings. Okay, kill process, and retry current items, set transaction status. So each and every file will have their own requirement and their own activity to process. Take screenshot. Okay, so these are the different files are available. So Pathudu, can you please unmute and talk now?
Yes, Vajrang.
Yes. So what will you write in close all applications?
like closing of or whatever the applications we are using in the process.
All steps to close the applications, whatever we opened.
Yeah.
But why are we not writing in init state or initialize all settings? Can we write or not?
Which one?
Why are we not writing close all applications or applications code to write close all applications in get transactions or init all settings? Why are we not writing it?
See, those are like we will be using in particular process and particular steps and particular stages, right? Exactly. So closing will happen like whenever we want to call these close all applications, to close the applications, we can call it. Exactly. So even like
okay, I'll try to explain better. So first thing, these are the rules you need to follow so that others will be able to understand your code. Okay, if there is an init state, if you write all the details in the init state, even if someone sees your code, if there is a problem with initializing all applications or initializing of applications, they will not check with the complete code. They will check only at a specific file that is init stage or init workflow. Okay, and in the init all settings, we will read all the settings, read all config settings. Okay, so these are the rules or these are the best practices that are already built in. So instead of writing or rewriting all the business practices or instead of rewriting all the logics again, you will just use this one and follow the rules and make sure the code is available over here. So if I want to kill all the process, I will just kill all the process here. Kill code for process. So if I want to kill calculator, where should I write? I should write in kill all process. So this is where I will write the code for killing all the process. Okay, so these are the specific files or these are the specific designated files which have their own specific requirement. Can I add get transaction or can I get a queue item in the process? Of course you can get it, but that is not the standard. So if you are working in projects, then that will not work. Then you will get escalations or you will try to rework. You will be asked to rework on the code. So to avoid it, follow the rules so that everyone will be able to understand what's the code that you have written, and it will be easier for everyone to maintain and work.
So, okay. Can I put in this way, like it will be very difficult for the transition, knowledge transition.
Exactly.
Handovering it to someone.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's what, if you know what are the steps, then you can continue with the process. If you don't know what are the steps and how things are moving in, then you cannot work. Okay. So with this, I will stop with my discussion. So what I will also try to do is, so there is the next step that you need to check. I'll give you the link in the chat. So this is a course from UiPath Academy. And if you complete this course, you will also get a certificate, and this is valid certificate. And if you have completed this certification, then it will be understood that you have complete knowledge on ReFramework. So this is how you need to, or this is how you can get a live understanding or live working experience of ReFramework. Okay. And there is one other place where I would ask you to go and check. How to work on retry mechanism. Okay, see, that's the magic. That's the thing. You already have the code to retry. If you have observed, if there is system exception, there is already code written to retry or reinitialize the application. Okay, with ReFramework. So you need not check or anything, but you just need to work on with the code. And retry can be set at two places. We will discuss that tomorrow. Just have a note on that, but check with this one. Can I share the document here? Yes, I will share, but not here. What you can do is I will post it in the items. If you complete tomorrow's session, all the experienced questions also will be cleared. I will post it in my LinkedIn channel, and it will be in Vajrang Information Technology Services. So you can go ahead and check with that. And if you are working or checking, or if you are already having some knowledge, and if you want to check with some projects, go with my YouTube and check with my membership. There are, again, I am promoting Bots DNA over here. Bots DNA has multiple use cases that you can work, but my way is how you can work in the projects. It's the same use cases, how you can work in the projects. So tomorrow's topic, we can cover on the code. We will take one simple use case and we will write code on that, and we will make sure that the things are covered. So that is tomorrow's use case, and we will try to solve one of the live example in tomorrow's session. So that's it from today. Nikhilesh and Pathadu can take over from now. And everyone are asking tomorrow's link, so please go ahead and give the tomorrow's link as well.
Recording stopped.
Vajrang, where do we find this recorded session? I'm Sunil.
Again, this will be available in Nikhilesh YouTube channel, but not immediately. But if you want to check immediately, then you can obviously go to my YouTube videos and you can check them. Those are available. Okay. Yeah. I will just give you one link. You can go ahead and check it. Yep. So just I'm trying to pin this one. Okay.
Share me the document link also, Vajrang.
Sure. Okay. What I'll do is I will save this one and I will upload this in my local and I will share. Can I stop the recording? Yeah. Yeah, I'm stopping the share. Okay. I'll share you the recording, or I'll share you the document link. Just go ahead and check with that.
Yeah, you can share me here and then we can copy.
Yep.
And Nikhilesh, you are there? It looks like he's away.
I'm there. Okay. I'm pasting the tomorrow link actually. I'm doing that. Okay. Sorry. So tomorrow link is available on your chat, part 2. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, Vajrang, for a wonderful, awesome interactive session from start to end. It was really awesome. And as you know, as we all know, like that is why ReFramework is especially designed for Vajrang to express you in this way, because all 16 days or all 12 days is different and third week is completely different, as I said, and promised in the same way. So don't miss from tomorrow also. So whoever joined, 400 plus people joined. So 400 plus people, please don't miss, because you already know what is part 1 and you want to continue that part 2. So you just wait it. Okay. Yeah. And before going to the other Mentimeter or other topics, so let me quickly share my screen. So as I am telling, so tomorrow is part 2, ReFramework part 2, and again it will be delivered by Vajrang. So which you are loving it already. Okay. So part 2 tomorrow, again, link is already on your screen. Link, I mean, in your chat, in the first message only. If you see there, just click there and go there and click on RSVP and submit. Don't forget to join tomorrow. Okay, because it's part 2. It will be continuous session. Okay, and next. Sorry. For your better convenience and all, so as soon as possible, we are trying to upload all the videos. See, we have uploaded path through video. So it is day 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9 are available. So 10, 11, 12 will upload 13, and from 13 to 14 it will take some time. But from 10, 11, 12 we'll try to upload very soon. Okay. So it is all available in Nikhilesh Sathyavarapu channel. So please do subscribe and please do support. And even Vajrang channel is available. Again, I'm pasting the Vajrang channel link. So please do check out for different topics in UiPath and RPA for the next 30 days.
Can you please share the document also?
Document is already shared and the link is provided. Guys, please stay active because whoever are winning the quizzes. I'm conducting free session for 2 days. That is only on projects. So stay active, and whoever are winning in all the events, any event, if you have won, then you will get the 2-day workshop for free. So it will be very awesome session. So I have pasted my link, or the LinkedIn link, where you can download the document. Tomorrow we'll upload the document again. So Nikhil, I'll be on mute from here. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Vajrang given the link, so please do check out. Okay, that is LinkedIn link. Please do check out that. Yeah, he uploaded the document. Okay, it is available on the link pasted in the chat box. Please do check out. He already uploaded. Okay, and I know it's a long session, but definitely which is very, very important, so we can spend some time. So everybody, please do open your menti.com. Let's enter into the Menti part. Before that, sorry, I really forgot. So before that, I'm giving you an option to start the video. So I forgot that. So who are available on screens, you can start the video. Hand raise option or some technical question answer, then definitely if Vajrang is having time and all, we'll definitely take it. So who are available on the video, you please on the video. So we'll take some good pictures along with Vajrang. Okay, Patrudu, if you are available, you can. Or any other organizer, if available, they can on the camera. Let's take the pictures for 1 minute and we'll go to the Menti part, which is okay, Patrudu, fine, no problem.
Guys, a request, hashtag Vajrang Talks is being monitored. So any kind of post you want to make, and take a picture right now, and hashtag Nikhilesh as well as Vajrang Talks.
Yeah. So as I said, as Vajrang is telling, he is asking that, so whenever you are putting a LinkedIn post or an Instagram post or wherever you uploading your comments or uploading anything about this session, so you please follow some hashtag. So definitely, then what it will give, why you are talking. So it is not a movie hashtag we are telling. Why he's telling to add that? There is also a technical reason behind that. So if you click on that hashtags, definitely whatever Vajrang is speaking in the, not only in this session, in different mediums, he is an official speaker for many technical events. So whenever he is speaking some technical RPA topic, so if you click on that hashtag simply, then wherever he is uploading some video, wherever he is giving in a documentation, then definitely it will easy to access you. That is why he is asking to follow that hashtag. He is not asking to follow that cinema movie or cinema promotion hashtag. Okay. So yeah. Okay, let me take some picture. Okay, see between
I give it a thumbs up, yeah. I hope you like this. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah, no thumbs up. Actually, you give the claps option. You have the claps option.
Okay. Thanks.
So whoever want. So yeah.
Okay.
Claps option. Even in video also, you can see whether people are giving hands option.
I'll give a love from my end.
So as promised, guys, like all these sessions, Mr. Rohit, thank you so much, brother. I took the picture. Thank you so much, brother. So see, as there are so many love symbols to Vajrang. Thank you so much. So as promised, third week will be definitely an awesome sessions. And so we have Ram Prasad also today. Mr. Ram Prasad Jilla, you are there. I gave the option for you, Ram Prasad. Okay, if you are in call, that's fine. But why I am not getting the videos? People, I have the option for you. I only see you like first slide, second slide of videos are not coming. Guys who are available on video can on the video just 10 seconds. I will not take your much time. Last 10 seconds. I will take some two pictures. Yeah. Okay, so like who are available, then you can on. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Mr. Vijay also came, so let me take with Vijay.
See you all.
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. Still, I am talking. You can give the love symbols or claps to Vajrang. So then it will boost his energy for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so thank you. You can off your video and let's go to your interesting and very, very topic of Mentimeter and quiz. Okay, you can off your video, then that will not lag the screen and that will not take your Wi-Fi or net. Okay, so www.menti.com. So I'm sorry, I forgot. Okay, somebody can type. Okay, www.menti.com. www.menti.com. So I gave the site and the code is 4699. 4699. Next 5524. 5524. Okay, yeah. 4699 5524. Okay, it's the code. You all know what to do. So I no need to repeat. Okay. So we'll wait for 30 to 40 seconds to others to come and others to join. We have around 270 people in the call, but we'll see how many people are there in the later. I mean, the okay. So I see like very less people. So we'll wait for last a few more seconds. Okay.
Nikhilesh, are you sharing the screen?
1 second. I'm not sharing. I'm coming. Wait 1 second. So I'm sharing my screen now. Okay, guys, the Menti www.menti.com and the code is 46995524. Last 10 seconds and I will start the first question. Concentrate on your screen as we already you all know the rules. Sorry. So concentrate on your screen or not, don't see on my screen or Vajrang screen. Concentrate on your screen so it may not lag and it will not take much time. So we see 250 people, but we see only 200 here. That's fine. So we are already time's up. So we'll start. So let me start the recording.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so we started. So all the very best for the today's Menti. Today we are here at day 13 and all the very best for day 13 Mentimeter quiz session. So first question on your computer screens. Okay, still people are coming. Okay, first question on your computer screen. Okay, the first question is, which template ReFramework is built on? The options are, there are three options: flowchart, sequence, and state mission. Very, very easy question, guys, which already explained. Very, very easy question given by Vajrang. I hope. Okay, it's state mission. So who gave the wrong answer, flowchart and sequence? Please check the question. Which template ReFramework is built on? So it is not flowchart, it is not sequence, it is a state mission. Okay. So next we are going to second question. Second question on your screen. So second question on your screen. How many states does ReFramework contain? So there are 4 options. Again, very, very simple question, which everybody can answer, which are already explained in the session in a clear way. So everybody, I hope everybody should give the right answer. We'll see the answer. Okay, so most of you gave the right answer. Congrats. And who gave the wrong answer is, the correct answer is, how many states does ReFramework contain? The answer is 4. So who gave the wrong answer, please do check. And we'll see the last and final question. So before going to final question, all the best. So try to speed up, Okay. So last question on your computer screen, please. Okay. the last and final question for date 13. Which state you can get into new item process? So again, there are 4 options. Which state can you get new item process? This is also explained in the session by Vajrang. So, okay, the right answer is get transaction. New item for the process is get transaction. So who gave the wrong answer like process, init and all? Please do check out. It is get transaction. So all the very best for the winner. We'll see the results. So before the results, we all know who are already winners. So we won't take them. If it is in if somebody is in 3rd place or 4th place, we will take them as first. Okay. Okay. We will see the results. We'll expect a new people. So all the very best, and the results are okay. So it is Subhash Jangid, Nanjin Hassan already a winner last time. So we will take Digendra Singh. So Subhash Jangid and Digendra Singh will take them as winners. Nanjin Hassan, you already a winner. So last time, so we are not considering you. Please accept. So Subhash Jangid and Mr. Devendra Singh, hearty congratulations, brothers. So hearty congratulations, both of you. So please do share your complete address to my email ID on the chat box. You have on the chat box. So please do,
guys, if possible, 2 winners take a screenshot and share it in LinkedIn and tag me so that I can connect you with you directly.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Recording stopped.
Winners, Vajrang is suggesting, please take screenshots on your mobile, screenshots on your laptop, and write it, tag Vajrang. So directly he will notify. Okay. Even it will be useful for me as well when I am writing a post. Okay, tomorrow I will write a post about you only. I already wrote 24 people post, but I cannot find the exact names in the LinkedIn. That is why I always ask you to focus on LinkedIn, write a post on LinkedIn. So before that, hearty congratulations again, Subhash Jangid and Devendra Singh. So please do share your complete address on my email ID. Okay. So I am going to other screen again for your convenience. Okay. Last and final time. I know it's extended time, but we won't take last 2-3 minutes. So tomorrow is day 14. It is ReFramework part 2, which will be delivered by again Vajrang. So it will be a continued session for today. So please do RSVP. Don't forget to RSVP for tomorrow's session. Don't miss it. It will be very, very interesting. So yeah, tomorrow is day 14. So don't miss, and please do RSVP for tomorrow. RSVP link, I think it's already available. I will share now again. Okay, and okay, it is already available in chat. That's fine. And please do check out the videos available in my channel. So we'll wait for some time and we'll upload all the videos very, very soon. Please do check out Vajrang channel, Automate with UiPath by Vajrang. So please do check out. So which has an awesome content on UiPath and RPA. So please do so. And I'm requesting you people to write a post on LinkedIn or tag Vajrang or other organizers, other speakers as well, which you liked and which you learned something. So please do write. And who are already writing, like Ashwin KV, brother from a BTech college graduate, he's writing. Dilip and Chandrika and other few people are there. I'm not remembering the proper name, right? But thank you so much. You are writing every day. So you already wrote 12 posts, means it's a big thank you, brothers. Thank you. And yeah, so that's from my end. And let me, so Vajrang, do you have 10 more minutes?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, guys, like, see, if the question is something not from this session, So we'll take in other way. But if the question is something from part 1, ask the question from part 1. And how you ask, you already know. You give the hand raise
rather than that, Nikhil, what I can ask is maybe we will not have every question that's answered. So guys, I'll ask you to hashtag or tag me. Like even if you want to ask. But if you are not getting the answer here, just add a LinkedIn post and tag me, and at the rate Vajrang Billlakurthi, I will reply to each and every message.
Yes, definitely. It's a wonderful idea. Okay. So he's asking that if somebody is missing some question, write a post. Question also you can write in LinkedIn. It's not a crime.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
Not a crime. You can write anything. It's a good thing. If even not Vajrang is replying, or if Vajrang replying, we will get one more reply also from other speaker or some other organizer as well. Okay. So try to write it. Okay. And so we have 10 more minutes. So you have the hand raise option. We will take few questions. Okay. Still we have 100 people, so we'll take the questions. So my sheet. Okay, fine. So I gave the hand raise option already. Okay, hand raise option is there. You can raise the question. Hand raise. So I will call them and I will give the unmute option. So before that, don't unmute. Don't create a mess to other participants who want to ask real time question to Vajrang. Okay. So there is a person, Rayansh. So Rayansh, you have the option, brother. You can ask the question to Vajrang directly. You have the option now. You can check. Rayansh, brother Rayansh, you have the option.
Yeah. Thank you, Nikhil, and thank you, Vajrang, for one wonderful session. So seriously, so I think this is one of the best session I heard. So, like, I have one question regarding ReFramework.
Tell me, please go ahead.
Yeah. So, like, why we are using ReFramework? Because we have other option like sequence and flowchart, right? So, as you said already, multiple people will work on multiple modules.
True.
So then we need to consolidate all module into ReFramework, right?
True.
So why we can't do the same process in flowchart?
Of course you can do. There is no restriction that you cannot do. Okay, even if you want to use flowchart, you can use flowchart. Even if you want to use sequence, you can use. But try to create whatever you want in the sequence. The only problem that you can face is you will not be able to understand the data from where things are moving. And in sequence, or if you are checking with flowchart, there will be too many flows coming in and out. Okay, if you ask me, you can also check, or if you can also create complete ReFramework in flowchart. But there will not be transitions where you can write the code within the transitions in ReFramework if you are creating in flowcharts. That will be only like if-else condition. Okay, but if you are using state machines, even in the transition lines, you will be able to write the code. So the complexity is reduced and you will be able to understand it more easier way. Or you can just say that is the way how it is built, and that is easier to understand. We also tried to recreate the same thing in sequence and flowcharts, but the problem that we had was that became too complex to understand and for the others to view.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you, Rayansh. Other question from Attami Raju, go ahead. Attami Raju, if you are not there, Monica, go ahead. Monica, you guys have the option actually. Guys, you have the option. You unmute it.
Or else you can just type in the chat if you want.
I have the option now.
Yeah. Raju, tell me.
Raju, go ahead, Raju.
Yeah. Thank you, Vajrang, for your wonderful session. And I have one question related to system exception. So, can't we get an exception while after the process is completed, or we have only two exceptions, right? During the initial phase and after the transition phase. Don't we get any exception after the process or before the process starts?
Yeah, even if there is an exception, ReFramework will handle, right? So if you have seen the process state, in the process state, there is try catch block. If there is an exception in the try catch block or while setting the business rule exception, that will log as an exception and that will continue still. So again, how you can say or the transactions are already set. If there is system exception, then it will even after completing the process, then we are trying to make sure that the process is successful. But if it is failing, just a second, sorry. If it is failing after the process, the transaction is already completed. Okay. Yeah. Maybe the next item, while fetching the next item, it will throw an exception. That's fine. It did not pick an item, right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raju. Monica, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Monica. First of all, thank you so much for your wonderful session. As a fresher, we are like gaining a lot of knowledge from your session. Thank you, Nikhilesh, also, first of all.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask you one thing. Can you explain me one more time where we can write the these two system exception and business rule exception? You told me try catch or try or
yes, in the process there is try catch blocks. In catch there are two catches. First one to system exception, second one to business rule exception. Write the code over there.
In catch block we need to write.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes. Both for system exception and business rule exception we'll write in the catch block.
They have two different places, so you can check and write.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Monica. Hima, go ahead, Hima.
Thank you, Nikhilesh. Thank you, Nikhilesh and Vajrang, for giving this session. And can we add a new item while processing, while initiating the process?
Of course, you can just add an item using add queue item. That we will do when there is a business rule exception, or let's assume that we need to process an item, but the inputs are not ready. So we will add it again to orchestrator queue. Yes, you can do that using add queue item.
Okay. Why does process still go to process? I mean, get transaction data, but not through its results is successful?
Can you repeat the question?
Why does process still go to process in get transaction data, but not through its results is successful?
If the result is successful, then it will go to get transaction data. I actually didn't understand your question. Let me just quickly share my screen. Okay. And this is my ReFramework. So what is your question? So if there is an item that is processed, then it will go using success to get transaction data.
Okay.
That's it. So if there is any exception over here, that will be handled inside. And you can see if there is system exception, go to initialization. If there is business rule exception, get the next transaction.
I will check it once and
you need to check. You need to check.
Thank you for giving this answer.
Thank you, Hima. Ritika, go ahead.
Yeah, hi Nikhilesh and Vajrang. Thank you so much for this this session. Actually, ReFramework has always been like a puzzle, the way it sounded every time, but you have explained it in such a simple manner.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. See, I have a very, you can say it's a silly doubt, but see, people will be working on different machines, right? So one person will be working on the initialization, the other will be get transaction. So how all those processes are integrated? Like I want to understand, like people will be working on different machines, then how at the end everything is integrated in one.
Okay. Now there is source code management called GitHub or TFS that we use. So now when someone writes a code, everyone will not write on a single file. So we have separate files, right?
Yeah.
So someone might be writing in init all applications and someone might be writing in process. So we will divide the work accordingly. So that will be handled by project manager or team lead who is assigning the work to the team. Everyone cannot be a lead and they cannot take their own work and cannot work. So that should be synchronized by someone. That is team lead activity.
Okay, so if there is an issue and the process has to be initialized once again, then how is it done? Like how is it done?
So again, if there is an issue, for example, if there is an issue in process transaction state, it goes into system exception and it will get initialized in here. So if you can see in the first run, there is init all applications. So it will just go and it will initialize the application. That's it. The code is already written for that.
Okay, so a request will be raised to initialize and then the responsible person will initialize the.
It's not person. Person will not do it. See, the code is already there, right? So if someone is raising an exception, obviously it will come here directly. There is no other way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, understood. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritika. Alekia? Alekia?
Yeah, hi.
Yep, hi.
Yeah. May I know, like, when will be the failed transactions will get executed, or else when will be get retried? Like how the mechanism works in ReFramework?
Retry mechanism is not in ReFramework, or you can say there is a retry method in set transaction status. But if you are using orchestrator queues, then it will be handled by orchestrator queue. Okay, so if someone asks you how you will retry, then you can give two answers. You can ask if it is a queue input or any other input. So if it is a queue input, it will be handled by directly with orchestrator queue. Tomorrow or after my session, there will be queue session where when you are creating a queue, there will be an option to for you to retry number of times that you can use. But if it is not orchestrator queue, then if you can see system exception, in here, there is an option called retry. Here you have retry number and transaction number. Tomorrow we can check that. But yeah, here you can see with the details, like if the transaction is maximum retries are reached, then skip it. If it is not retried, then increment the number. So the code is already written. So this is the reason why we use ReFramework again. For the code is already written for everything. You just need to understand how you to place the code. Okay,
yeah, okay. Yeah. In the example which you have explained before, 7th transaction was got failed, right?
Yes.
That means if you are using queue, the transaction status will get to it will be failed.
Yeah, it will be failed, but a new item will be created.
Oh, okay. If it gets failed, new item will be created in the queue.
Exactly. Okay. But the retry should be enabled in orchestrator. That is the logic. If it is not enabled, then you may need to re-add an item.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. I got it now. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's a wonderful session again. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alekia. Sanjana, go ahead, Sanjana. Sanjana? Do you have any question?
No, I accidentally raised my hand.
Okay, fine. Priyanka?
Hi, Vajrang. Yeah.
Yep,
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Vajrang. This is a very nice session.
Thank you.
So what my question here is, so we have a lot of inputs, right, to initialize the data. So why we should initialize the data in the queues? Why we use the queues to initialize the data other than that, all the inputs we have?
So there are different uses of queues. See, with queues, you can have single input for multiple processes. But if you are having a single file, if you're running 10 robots cannot access a single file, right? And they don't know which item to pick and which item not to pick. All the robots may pick a single item and try to process. There is a duplication of data. So to avoid all these things, if we have a queue, let's say that if you are going to a theater and if you're taking a ticket, you need to take only one ticket. That is the requirement, and you can sit only in one seat. Others cannot sit in your seat, right? In the same way, if you are but who is maintaining that? The theater owner and someone who is giving the ticket is maintaining that. Yes. So for that reason, we are using orchestrator. So that is the resource we are trying to make sure that everyone are able to understand and work with this. But if you are using some kind of Excel file where the Excel file is in a shared folder, there can be 10 processes that is executing and trying to access that Excel file. Excel file cannot give resource to all the 10 files, right? It will have deadlocks.
Yes.
And how will you segregate the data? First, if you understand that first item is picked by the first one, the second item should be picked by the next one. Who is telling that?
Yeah.
So for all these reasons, we are using queues.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Priyanka. Sumant, last 2-3 questions.
Yeah. Hi, Vajrang. Actually, usually ReFramework, most of the people will be saying it's a default by template, and it can be customized based on the organization requirement, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So there won't be this. Okay, fine. Yeah. That's
you have asked the question and you got the answer. Okay, thank you.
Actually, a lot more to ask, but I'm just reading it again.
Yeah. So once you recall what we discussed, then it's easy.
Okay.
Thank you, Sumant.
Thank you, Vajrang.
Anyone else? I think we can take the last question.
Sorry, I'm talking on mute. Sumant, thank you so much for nice question and answer. Satish Rathi, last question if you have, or else that's fine.
Satish Rathi is from my team. He is actually a member.
Question.
He's actually a member of RP Developer 30 Days session. He should not have any questions now.
Yes, Satish, go ahead.
No question. Session is very nice. Thanks to Nikhilesh as well as Vajrang. Very, very nice session going on.
Yes, thank you so much, Satish. Thank you. So let's close the sessions. Close the meeting as well as questions. Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for joining and being an awesome session and interactive session. Who been started in the 5 winners who been actively participated in this call. So thank you so much. Tomorrow, don't miss again. So we'll take new guys again. If Vajrang is having the same type of session tomorrow, definitely will close. And please do follow Vajrang on LinkedIn, on his YouTube, and write a comment, because as everybody said that even I got the personal WhatsApp messages that which is wonderful session and interactive session. Please write this on LinkedIn. So definitely it will be helpful. Please follow Vajrang Talks. Please follow our YouTube channel for more videos. Don't miss the tomorrow session, day 14, which is RSVP part 2. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Have a nice day. We'll meet you tomorrow. Please don't miss all this week 3 sessions. Don't miss at all. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers.
Very good.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Nikhilesh, stopping the record.
Yeah. No, check.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cloud, okay. Are cloud lo leda ani chusa.
Yeah, cloud lo.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.